With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. But tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Ready.
On the ground with a rookie from Auburn. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Now a first carry for their fullback. Brought down by Ed Oliver. You look at this Steeler defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on the punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Second down pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have got the yard up to the 25. This defense for the Steelers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here we go, Scott. Crack all 80.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 minutes.
Looking to throw. Wilkerson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. The Ravens at 2-10 now on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they interplay here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
It certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Alert! Alert!
Here we go with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Roll! Here we go.
On 1st down, Shields. Trotting. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Let's go now.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work?
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
We got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On third down, Shields. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
A 32-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So the interception, that had him set up in golden shape, but no first down comes of it. And in the end, no points come up.
And Brandon, I tell you, in a sudden change offense, you must capitalize. This is where you can really swing momentum in your favor. But that time, they let him off the hook.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the jump. Here we go. Here we go. Buffalo 18. 65 cats. 65 cats.
Operating from the gun. Wilkerson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. Are back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Second and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The first catch of the ball game there from Metcalf. And a first down to boot.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. the middle they go. Shields. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Got it. Ready?
2 yards to go, second down.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And now he's incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They're going to try and throw. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Ready? Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready? 19. Tiger. 9.
Throwing to start the drive. Wilkerson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Cowboy 80. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Anthony Schwartz from 21 yards away. And the Ravens are back within a score. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Come on, come on.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now he's going to step up and run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big gain and a conversion on 3rd down. That's a big pickup.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Right back to him on 1st down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
On the ready.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Here we go. Here we go.
A final shot before break. Wilkerson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Ravens. Yeah, people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel But they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They'll run on first down. Shields. 75 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Shields. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a give, right side. Shields. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
19 tight.
Operating from the gun, Wilkerson. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 13. And this complete to Henry over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career. That ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead. The momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. On first down, Shields. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll drop the throw. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Steelers had 6 to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fielded at the 43.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
There's the right side here, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
The 29-yard line.
Okay, ready? Here we go, set. Cowboy 80. Warrior 70.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Goddard down to the 25. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
from the gun on third down. Wilkerson able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break up.
And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the fourth quarter. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the blitz coming, and down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He'll drop to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He'll get just a yard on the scramble on 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 1.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. to his running back, complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 15. And the Steelers first down.
They'll run on first down. Shields. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, it's Watkins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, 80.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Goddard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hello, let's go.
Back to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on first down. Shields. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A a great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. This is 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll keep it on the ground. Goddard.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Goddard. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38. Well shy of the 1st down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, the defense circling now, 4th down and 7. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's 1st down.
Here we go. Start.
They run the counter. Shields. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. They'll get it inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
At the 15-yard line.
70.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Looking to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
180.
Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on 1st down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Well, it took us